Mid to late February is a great time to plant our cool season vegetables like cabbage, cauliflower, carrots, peas, and potatoes. Today I'm going to plant some potatoes. When we do that, we plant seed potatoes, but these aren't seeds in the common sense of the word, but actually small sections of the potato tuber. The tuber is the scientific name for the portion of the potato plant that we eat. The plant uses the tuber as a storage organ. It's full of carbohydrates. And for the plants, what that does is store energy over the winter. And then in the springtime, new shoots will emerge from these little spots. Those are called eyes. The new shoots will come out of the eyes of the potato. And you might have seen some in your kitchen. If you've let them go bad, they'll start to actually sprout. So as we prepare these seed potatoes, what we're going to do is cut them basically into 4 sections. And you want to make sure that each section has at least 2 good eyes on it. I'm going to try to save some of these. So this one actually has quite a few. That'll be fine. And this one has 2. So make sure as you do that you have at least 2 good eyes on each of your potato seeds. Now there's a wide variety of potatoes available, and I have a few different varieties here. I have a red, it's called red Lesota. This is an Irish potato called Irish cobbler, and then we have a Yukon Gold. And I was curious to see when we cut that, it has more of a yellow center than our Irish, which is more of a russet. You can see that. Now, to ensure that you have 2 good eyes on each potato, if you have a really small seed potato, you might want to leave it uncut or just cut it into 2 parts. Just make sure that it has the eyes. And you could find seed potatoes at any lawn and garden store, or you can even use some of those that you have in your own cupboard. Now, once you have your potatoes dry, you want to leave them out in a well-ventilated place somewhere indoors to dry, and that's called curing the potato seeds. And what that's going to do is allow the surface to get dry. It's kind of leathery feeling and hardened, and that'll help reduce the chance of the tubers rotting once they go into the ground. While your tubers are out curing, you could get the soil ready for planting. Potatoes need loose, rich soil to grow best. To achieve this, we're going to work in a large amount of organic matter into our soil. This is important, especially if you have really heavy clay soils. So go ahead and add a lot of organic matter and turn it in with a fork and get it all nice and mixed up. Once you've loosened your soil, you want to dig a trench, about 5 inches deep or so, the length of your bed. If you're going to be planting more than 1 row of potatoes, space your rows a good 2 to 3 feet apart. We're then ready to lay our potato seeds in the bottom of the trench. We're going to put them with the eyes facing up and the cut side facing down. And we want to space those about 1 foot apart, the length of the bed. Once we have all these potato seeds in place, we're going to cover them with enough soil so that they're about 5 to 6 inches deep. Now our potatoes are going to begin to emerge after, it's going to vary, about 2 weeks, give or take a little depending on the soil temperature. Now if the threat of frost has not yet passed, once the potatoes shoots emerge, you're going to want to protect them from frost. You could do that by just pulling up some more soil like that around the stem, or you could cover the plants with something like a milk jug or a plastic juice bottle cut off, and that'll protect them from the frost. We'll come back again later this spring to visit our potato plants and to hill the soil up around them. Until then, keep the soil moist and protect them from frost.